how to balance a budget, how to get a job. And there's so many discrepancies in the inner city, which a lot of people don't want to talk about, and then also in the suburbs. So like I was saying before at the top of the show, we were talking about the war. African American community, they're pretty much, how does this affect me? Okay. And is that because politicians out there who are supposed to be in their community aren't really doing their job to help people out? Why is it that most people, African Americans, they don't believe in voting? Because they're like, well,
because they're smart, because they're absolutely intelligent. They're very smart. By the way, I just want to let everyone know, Thursdays at 11 a.m., Anthony, if you can come, and at 8 p.m., Thursdays is like a 20-hour day for me. We do a town hall. And by the way, I'm the only presidential candidate who actually talks to people directly. We take on questions. We do it every week. Okay. So at 11 a.m., people can come. And at 8 p.m., again, I do it because we have a global community. But let me answer this question. Look, you asked who I admired. The last sort of real Black leader I identified with, or world leader, was Malcolm X. Had Malcolm not been executed, the world would be very, very different in my view. Okay. He was not a poverty pimp. Most of these Black misleaders are all poverty pimps. Al Sharpton being an example of one of them, right? So the unfortunate situation of Black people in the United States right now is they have no leadership among the Black community. But our movement is educating many, many leaders right now. We are, but you see, a movement cannot be built, Anthony, without understanding the physics.
Right.
There's a science to building a movement. Just like there's a science to making an iPhone, there's a science to doing everything. So it took me about 40 years to understand this dynamics. So first thing we do is we teach people this foundational science. Then we want people to get on the ground, because social media is completely controlled by the elites. Since the passage of CISA. I mean, I used to get 20, 30,000 retweets when I do a tweet. I get 20 now, okay? Or 100.
Okay.
Because what's happened is in 2020, my popularity, my visibility exploded because I was the first one to expose the COVID scam. I was the first one to do the Fire Fauci campaign. But the problem was I'm independent. I can't be controlled. They said, shit, this guy's getting way too much visibility.